Okay, so today the question I'm asking is, what is it like to have an emotional reflexology session? And there is a client here that has experienced emotional reflexology. So remembering back, and I know it's a long time, but remembering back to when you had your very first emotional reflexology session, do you remember what you were hoping to feel when you had that first session? Like, do you remember the stress and what you were hoping to feel?
I was looking for relief from my pain.
Right.
What I was most surprised about was how you were linking past traumas which contributed to my pain.
Right. Good job. And so in the very first session, when I found a cranky reflex, is what I call them.
Yes.
And it was tender, I would go in, I would find the emotion tied to the memory.
Yes.
And when it released, can you explain what it feels like when it lets go on a physical side?
Usually there was a decrease in pain, but not the whole amount. It would take a couple of releases in order to get down to a zero. Sometimes not completely to a zero, but there was always pain relief.
Excellent. And now, when you think about the emotions that were tied to that reflex, when they let go, how does that help you emotionally after the session?
It's made me a lot more calmer than I used to be, and I'm able to cope with high stresses without my body reacting as badly.
Perfect. And when it comes to your perceptions of things, like your attachment to those emotions that were trapped and now released, how does it feel on mental or emotional attachment to those challenges? What happens to those?
Well, I'm very proud that I react differently now than what I used to, in a much more calmer state. And I'm just very proud of myself that I can accomplish this with Kalinda's help. And it's just very freeing knowing that I don't have to react emotionally and freak out that on a stressful situation. It's much more on a calmer level.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for sharing with us today.
Yeah, no problem.
Great. Okay, so I am going to do a demo on what it looks like in an emotional reflexology session. So it is only for certified foot reflexology therapists. You have to know foot reflexology in order to be able to take this advanced training. But what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for a tender reflex. Now, I'm just going to go and skip through, and so that I can find a tender reflex, you would be doing a full reflexology session on the client, but we're looking specifically for cranky, tender reflexes in the foot. So I don't feel anything really that I can work with in here. Oh, right there.
Mm-hmm.
I found it. Okay, so in here, if I had to rate this, scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate it?
4.
Okay, so I'm holding it. Is it releasing, or
Yeah.
is it down to a 0?
Yeah.
Okay, so a scale of 1 to 10.
A 1.
Okay, and it's still holding?
No, it's down to 0 now.
Okay, so when you detect a reflex and it's tender, but it releases, that is not an emotional reflex. So now I'm going to work on the back of this toe, because I suspect.
There.
Scale of 1 to 10?
7.
Right there is a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so the client said that this reflex on the back of the toe is actually a 7. And is it holding?
No, it's a 5.
Okay, and where's it at right now?
4.
Okay, so this reflex is holding at a 4. It is an emotional reflex. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to use my chart here to figure out what emotion could be trapped in this reflex. And I don't think it's on that chart. Okay, so in this reflex, the emotion that I'm detecting is vulnerability. So scale of 1 to 10 in your world today, where do you feel vulnerability is at? Scale of 1 to 10?
A 4.
A 4. Now, I want to find out when this all started. So I know the age of the client, but I am going to do you remember feeling vulnerable at age 13?
Oh, yes.
Scale of 1 to 10, where would it be at?
A 10.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am releasing all of the vulnerability from back then, as well as today, and I am replacing it with the ability to feel strong and confident and relieved. Okay. So now when I press this reflex, scale of 1 to 10, where is it at?
1.
1. Okay, so now it's dropped down to a 1, but that just means that something else could be attached to it. And what is it? Okay. So using the charts, I'm using the charts in order to try to figure out what this is. And the next thing is feeling secluded. So the seclusion is coming from at age 29. Do you remember feeling secluded at age 29?
Yes.
Scale of 1 to 10, how bad was it back then?
8.
Okay, and where is it at today? Feeling secluded, like you are left alone.
But I don't care.
Yeah, okay, but the secluded part of it, scale of 1 to 10? 1, okay. So I'm releasing the attachment, or I'm releasing the seclusion from 29, as well as current. And I'm replacing it with the joy of your own company and the freedom that comes from being able to make your own choices, being independent, and being proud of yourself. Okay? And scale of 1 to 10, where's that at now?
0.
Good. Okay. And so now this reflex, when I press it, is at 0 and it no longer bothers the client. And that is what emotional reflexology looks like. And I should put in a disclaimer that when a reflex is released, the emotional attachment to that specific memory cannot return because you do not have Marty McFly's time machine from Back to the Future to go back in time to create the same reaction that you had in the first place. So it's gone. And if it does come back, it would be because of a habit that has been created where that emotion has been used in multiple trapped memories. And then you just have to go searching to release that same emotion from a different time period. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions.